welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the LA Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. On the Rams sideline, you get a look at their head coach. These guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here. Across the field, that's head coach Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins. His guys also able to start the season with a win, so somebody's going to leave here with a 2-0 record after this one. Dive play straight ahead. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Trying to sneak. It's Herbert. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Chargers first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, they'll run. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Back-to-back carries here. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Chargers.
Another carry for him. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the air this time. Herbert has it in close. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Not 6. This is 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Well, here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
It's a gain of 9.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
6-yard line.
Chin again. Oh, he loses the football. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. The second down run good for 4, and that brings up 3rd down. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers pull that in front further, 13-zip. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Throwing again here on second. Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
The Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. That's to Waddle again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Achan on the toss right. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in a block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
And the Chargers.
Herbert on 1st down. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chargers.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page. On that page, it was textbook.
And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2. Back to the well again. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Lays out left side and gets it. They get 13 on the pickup, and it brings up an LA first down.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect from your teammates.
And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
All about that defense there. Had them bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers take a 20-zip lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins, nothing.
The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. They send Hill right. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route complete. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards the Charger, who's still on the field and in some pain. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. And they take him down right along the 30. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 30.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Trying to run it in, H.A. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
A gain of 8.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard
They motion Waddle over left. Fullback trying to power it across. Just not quite enough to break the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's 2 on the sneak, and he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. With the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 31-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Chargers.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Herbert to throw once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. One
of the biggest keys when you get a tight end running the corner route is he's got to set his angle, Kate. Wide receivers are so nifty, so smooth. Speed's really the priority. For tight ends, it's really setting that angle, so creating that leverage so that QB knows exactly where he's going. That's a job well done right there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Chargers trying to add to their lead. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Herbert from the gun. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And it's 4th down.
J.K. Scott's on to put a charge into this one. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. The Miami offense headed out there now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
A gain of 5.
Putting a receiver in motion.
And 5.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Catch is made down the right sideline. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 18. And the Dolphins.
They said Hill right.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Tua off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
20 more yards. That's another Dolphin.
1st down. Here's Tua. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense just coming to life before our eyes, Kate, taking advantage of the situation they're in. Just feel their creativity. Right? When you get a lead like this, it just allows you to be a little looser, to play a little bit faster, and to continue to make an impact that time with a sack.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
15-yard line.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
For Devon Achane. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That one's complete, right side. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Here's a screen for Achane. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Sly's kick is up and good. And that gets him back to within 11.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Darius Davis to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And with that 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option here. You can sit on it, or they could try something really aggressive. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
Williams on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the league starts now. In the Motor City, the Lions at home to take on the Vikings in the NFC North. And this is Jared Goff. He'll decide to scramble here, and that's the right call. He's in from 9 yards out. The Lions are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And it's Devin Duvernay. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Commanders come away with a 4-point victory. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's Treylon Burks. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. This is going to wind up as an 85-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Chiefs get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback and took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
And the Chargers, first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On a quick slant, it's Johnston. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Chargers, first down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Herbert throwing again. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Dolphins
The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Caught by his fullback behind the line. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, "Do you have a tight end with his hand on the ground?" "Yes, coach." "Do you have a fullback still on your roster?" "Yes, coach." "Then you're going to be just fine."
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He keeps it and takes off. And Tagovailoa hits the turf, sliding down after picking up the first.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense.
This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing a southpaw, and he gets to rush the blind side. Well, anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed and his finishing ability at the quarterback.
Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
15 yards. And the Dolphins.
Tagovailoa off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now they face 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
It's Achane on the inside give. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
So out now comes the punter. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. 1st and 10, Herbert. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. Dolphins bring out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one's good to McConkey. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
9 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip in and throw right in there and reset those chains.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
First down.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Chargers, first down.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll run here from the gun. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw in a double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
This one's caught. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on first is Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
13 more yards. And the Chargers.
In the red zone on first. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Just a yard left to go on second down. Now Herbert again. And the defender comes away with it. Rasul Douglas picks it off.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start the drive with Achane. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good for a Dolphins.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Tua. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
On the throwaway. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to tuck it and run. Tagovailoa's hit. The ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you see, QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
And it's third down.
To the air on 3rd and long. He brings it in. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
57-yard attempt.
The big kick is no good. It's well to the left there. And they'll hold their lead at and 18.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. And someone stepped in, gets intercepted. And the Chargers are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
87, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and
2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. And they get to him again. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. The back grabs it! And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal, Chargers.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I tell the G, hey, watch him do it. They like, what he on? Get the Alabama Omega, welcome home.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2.
Well, that play call, it was certainly about playing it safe and just running it from the goal-to-go situation. But I'm not sure it's possible with how well this defense is holding up.
He gets it again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead.
Dolphins 10.
The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play.
And the Dolphins, 1st down.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Waddle. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and
2nd down carry for H.A. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
QB in the pocket, runner behind the line. I'll tell you what, these guys on the edge, they don't care who gets it or what the play is. Their job is to find the ball behind the line and go stick them for a loss.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Here's a screen for H.A. He's trying to get away, but unable to do so, and they catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10 from the 41. They'll start this series with an option left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Extra DB out there for the Finns, third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer, or he's not going to endure this season.
The Chargers sending out Kicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
You know, Kate, that may not seem like much, right? Just go 1 for 2 as a kicker, but it's a whole lot different just psychologically for these guys to see one go through because they may need him at some point later in this game.
And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. The turnover on downs only led to 3, obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Here's Achane up the middle. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
He's brought down at the 37.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's stick with Achane. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Well, we know that everybody's got to work in the same accord to get it done offensively. Every lineman and, of course, those guys behind the line. Somewhere, somebody, well, they missed their cue by just enough for the defense to break through and blow that play up.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
First down. First and 10 at the 43.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Hits him on the in route. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins trying to do some window dressing.
At their 48-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. And off running left, it's Achane. Troops away from one. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First down.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. It's caught left side by Hill. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Achane from the pistol. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Offense is set. First and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Completed over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. In the red zone now. Right back to Hill. This is caught. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins making the scoreboard look a touch better. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown! Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. All set for the kickoff. Slime with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And even with 3 timeouts left on the other sideline, they have this one wrapped up. We'll see if they even use those timeouts. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. So the Chargers take this one on the road. One of their longest road trips of the season, Brock. But thanks to that primetime slot, the body clock not too thrown off, and they played like winners on this big stage.
Yeah, they sure did. The only thing that's going to be screwed up on their body clock is that long flight home.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a whole lot easier celebrating a great performance.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Miami.